Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you who are waiting for us to start the show, I do see the Coulter families there. TJ, how's it going, man? I do see a comment from Dustin way earlier. Hope you're back with us, bud. And MJ, how you doing, man? Just a word of warning, guys. If you start hearing me suddenly crack up, it's because, Scott's playing funny music in the background. I can hear it, but you guys can't. Gustav, how you doing, man? Oh, Gustav, why you gotta go there? Why you gotta go there? You're saying that because you're early, we're jinxed. Oh, no. Dude, how you doing tonight? Hey, Golly, how you doing, man? And again, remember what I told you guys. If you hear me suddenly start cracking up, it's because Scott's got funny songs going in the background.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast live stream. That is it. This is for you. All right, this is for you. All of you folks that took some time out of your Monday to come and just listen to a fat old man ramble. You know what? Means the world to me. The podcast is your home for rational crypto news and objectivity, leaving emotion at the door and talking about what we like, why we like it, and where we see it going. We are not offering financial advice. We are telling you what we do, and that is all. We don't slow down. We don't let up. Full speed is our only speed. I am your host, Scott, pragmatic investor who has won and lost fortunes. And joining me, as always, is the greatest producer of all time, Belle. How are we doing tonight, Belle?
Been having a great day so far. So this is just the cherry on top. How are you tonight, Scott?
Oh, I'm great. It was listening to those Connor for Real songs, huh? That's the way to start a live stream. That just puts the serious cherry right on the top, is when you're listening to those songs. And we also got Emery with us. Emery, how are you doing today? And don't tell me about all the money you made in NFTs, dude. I'm dying inside of jealousy because silly me, I had to work. So how are we doing today, Emery?
I'm doing really, really good. It's been a busy but good day.
Excellent. All right, hang on. Let me kick you guys on. I didn't have the screen on. So there's the Emery. We have a tendency to talk about what others are not talking about and bringing the focus onto use case cryptos because, as we know, these are what drive the market and bring innovation to a world that desperately needs it. The status quo is no longer acceptable, and it's time for a technological revolution. Welcome to crypto, and welcome to the podcast.
Are you not entertained?
You bet you are. Guys, look, we're... I wanted to throw this one out here, man. This is very impromptu. We don't have anything written down. We're just kind of kicking it off. The DeFi, as you know, it is going through a change. It's going through a change right in front of your eyes, and we're trying to do what we can to get out in front of it. So if you notice that the content that we're pushing out and the tokens that we're talking about and where we're really starting to keep a lot of our focus, if you notice that none of that is Ethereum, there's a reason that none of that is Ethereum. All right, I was talking about GALA today, and I really like GALA. I think it's you know what, they are really, really onto something there. I will be talking about them more. Now they are an Ethereum token right now, but I just got one word for you: Flare. And I'm going to leave it there. This is a $35 billion company that has effectively just now, recently, like as in the last month, priced themselves into a big, big, big problem. So we had Emery. I had him go over to GALA. I said, hey, play some games, man. Find out. We want to do game reviews. We want to put game. Everybody likes game reviews, but we can't review the game unless we play the game. And he ran into a big problem right away. One, the lowest thing that he was possibly going to get was about $100 because GALA is 65 cents. What's the price of GALA right now, Belle? Look that up. The very basic piece that he wanted was $65. And you were going to cut, almost $100, and you were going to toss $45 worth of Ethereum on the top of it to get it from them to him. So in a stretch overnight, last 30 days, they have effectively priced out 80% of the market. 80% of the market that they are trying to appeal to, they have just priced themselves away from it because nobody is going to come up and drop $150 to get the cheapest, worst little piece of crap tank that you could possibly get and play and grind. And it is going to be a bear of a grind. So we're going to continue to talk about it because I do think that they're onto something, but I also know that they're moving away from Ethereum. So I think it's fair to kind of keep that thing in there. And getting back to where I wanted to talk about when we started. Man, there was a very, very, very funny meme that was floating around the podcast Discord this weekend, and it's still making me giggle. I'd post it up here. I would just splash it on the frame, but I don't want to. It was Don Corleone with a look of anguish on his face saying, look what they did to my boy, Amp. That's where it was. And that's a Godfather reference for those who don't know who the hell Don Corleone is. I can't imagine it's anybody on our Discord has not seen The Godfather, man. Come on, we're all old. I know I'm the oldest, but you know what? we can talk about the same things. We all live kind of the same. We've crossed decades, so I don't feel that far out of rap. Now, we had some giggles about it, and we didn't have giggles about it because AMP is in a bad place. Now, personally, this is me. With all of the news and the lack of communication that's still coming out of Flexa, I think it's in an amazing place price-wise. The fact that it hasn't bled off back to a nickel, to me, is impressive. AMP is turning into a plaything for day traders. Now, most tokens do. A lot of tokens do. Tokens with serious amounts of liquidity absolutely do. And lots of liquidity plus low cost, AMP. It is very exciting for dabblers. It's only 6 cents. Why not take a shot? They have no idea what they're buying. Alchemy Pay is sort of in the same boat, and they will effectively remain playthings for a while yet. Because that seems to be where we're stuck on all of this. They're going to stay in that place because I know what they do, and I know how they do it. This channel, the Podcast, we are one of the rare YouTube-type channels, I guess, that cares a lot more about what a token does, how it does it, where it's doing it, who else is doing it, are they doing it better? That's where we put our focus, and we don't care so much about the price of the token. I don't need to worry about the price. You don't need to worry about the price. If you understand your product, you know what it's worth. This is called, and I wouldn't say it's exactly an intrinsic valuation, but it is at least some kind of valuation. The market value of the product that you're investing in. When you can form an accurate valuation, plus or minus, none of them are dead on, but if you can get plus or minus close to it, you know when to buy it and you know when to sell it. The cries of the hold on for dear life, these people, these are coming from people who have no idea what the hell they're invested in. None. If they knew, they wouldn't be buying the dip. They would have been out before it dipped, and they would be buying back with other people's money. I know that this sounds harsh, but it's not, and it's not meant to be. It is a fundamental truth to investing, and investing is hard work. It is. Investing is reading. Investing is learning. Investing is experience. It is about doing so much diligence that you are sick of the product before you even spent a nickel on it. You should be convincing yourself to buy it because it's undervalued, not because it'll go up. It'll go up because it's undervalued. And do you see the distinction here? Chasing something with no idea where the top is a recipe for disaster. And it might not be this trade. It might not be the next one. But eventually, you're going to get caught at the top because you had no damn idea that you were there already. Remember, if you ever hear me say the last one out, pull down the flag and pay the check, you're eventually going to be the guy holding the check, man. It's just the way it works. It is. Everybody's done it at one time or another. I've done it at one time or another. Emery's done it at one time or another. I dare say the 100 or plus people on the Discord have all done it at one time or another. We're not proud of it, but we've all been there. People have been wildly trading GALA, and I mean $2.5 billion volume over the last 24 hours on this. That is unheard of. That is Bitcoin level trading. That is Ethereum level volume. I did a very, very unofficial poll because, I don't really care, but I was curious. And it turns out that an awful lot of the investors had no idea that it was even a gaming token. Do you know why they bought it? Do you? It was new, and everything new on Coinbase goes up. Folks, these are real bad habits. We've got to stop spending so much time wondering if the price will go up and a lot more time on why it will go up. There is no single formula. There's no single reason, but there has to be something in your arsenal that isn't just throwing darts at the boards and hoping for the best. Up and down every Reddit. That is all you see. It is literally all you see. The top 10 posts on any Reddit. I defy you. Go find me one. Go find me one that has more than 150 people on it. How about that? Someone linked a post on the Discord from the AMP Reddit, and they were they were basically trying to rally the apes to buy more AMP. Buy it up. Make it go. Come on, apes. Do you have any idea how much liquidity is available on AMP? Do you think a Reddit is going to organically grow it and sustain it? Stop hoping it'll go up and start reasoning out why it will go up. If the only reason you can come up with is that more people buy it than sell it, if that's your reason, move into Bitcoin. Go into Bitcoin because at least it's accurate there. There's a lot to trading, all right, successfully. Anyone can luck out, anyone. But if you do the work, it's not luck. Suddenly, you are the miracle man because you keep calling good tokens. It's not luck at that point. It is just math. So that's about it on this one, man. Look, I don't want to come off as harsh. I don't mean to do that at all. But I just, everywhere that you go, man, everywhere you go, whether it be Twitter, whether it be Reddit, anywhere, all anybody wants to know is when's it going to go up? You know what? If you know the product, you know when. You know when. That's all I'm getting at. That's it right there. So, yeah, that was it, man. Look, that damn post set me off, but it just seems to be a universal truth in crypto investing that a lot more people just throw darts at the board than do any actual legwork for the money. Our show, Podcast, man, we are already on a hard road, and it's going to be harder still because we are drifting away from Ethereum tokens. We'll still cover them for purposes of trading, moderate investing, but a lot of these tokens, man, they are dead, and they just don't know it yet. GALA, perfect example, huge token, $35 billion, fully liquidated, and it's on Ethereum. Now, are they going quietly? No. We talked about it above. They're not going quietly. And as we see more and more of these big Ethereum tokens either bridging or creating their own mainnet, Polymath, perfect example right there. We want to make sure that our folks, that the podcast folks, that the podcast members are in front of it. Just got harder for us, man. I hate to do it. But you know what? I'd rather be a small channel with good information than a monster channel that has no purpose aside from hype. Emery and I and Bell, we've been discussing this, and we figure it's time to start making the move. Emery will be able to explain it a lot better than I can. It turns out I'm just it turns out even on my own show, I'm just kind of turning into the host. I'm the guy, man, and everybody tunes in for the guests. So I don't know. Does that make us successful, Bell? Does that mean we made a good show here or what? I
would dare say that depends on the guests.
When we get the Buckcoin people on here, guys, this is going to be a great interview, man. This is going to be a great. And Archaic, I sent you a request. I said, hey, man, do you want to get in on this Buckcoin pre-interview? You said you wanted to, and you never got back to me. So that one's on you. I think you would have gotten a lot out of this, though, man. This one's going to be a kick. So, yeah, third segment, it's going to be questions. As always, anything goes. Don't care. Please line up some questions. If you want to know why we're getting away from Ethereum tokens, we're about to tell you. And we're going to tell you that just straight out and the why of it. If you want to know what we think is hot right now, please ask. If you want to know what we're doing, please ask. What I'm saying is, please ask. We love to answer questions, and if you don't give me any, I will promise you I will just babble and babble and babble. We haven't done a live stream for a few days, so I'm fresh. And I'm ready to pop. So, Belle, as always, do we have any questions? I haven't seen you move. I'm going to assume we have no questions.
you're wrong there. We actually have a question from ExoMix. Saya Coin is the future of cloud storage, Scott. I would love to hear your opinion on it.
It could be. It could be. There's Saya Coin, man. Look, I'm a big fan of storage. All right, when I say storage, I mean storing of data. I'm a big fan of the token storage. I'm a big fan of that. But I like anything that is going to be able to hold on to our data for us. I'm a big fan of either, whether it be storage, whether it be Filecoin, whether it be Siacoin. I have no problem with this. We're bringing on another product called Jackal. That is a store, they're made for this, but they're doing it as hot storage. So you're gonna want to listen in when we get Jackal on here. But yeah, man, look, I like them all. All right, I like all of them. The part that I guess I can't seem to reconcile with a lot of people is there's room in the market for multiple players. All right, there doesn't have to be only one. In fact, I would argue that tribalism is the antithesis of decentralization, because a tribalist wants there to be only one. I don't want there to be only one. I want there to be multiples. So I believe that Saya will do very well in the space. I believe that storage will do very well in the space. I believe that Jackal will do very well in the space. There is a lot of room for a lot of people. All right, there's Microsoft, Amazon, Google, AWS. All of these things can exist at the same time. So I also believe that Saya and storage and Jackal and all of these can exist at the same time. I think it's a huge market, and I think there's room for everybody. Personally, I would not like it if there was only one from the centralization, but two, if there's no competition, there's going to be no innovation. All right, you get them, you keep them, and it's our way or no way. So I'm not a fan of that anyway. So I hope that answered the question. So if you guys could, please give me 60 seconds. We're going to flip the screen. We're going to get Emery on, and we are going to be talking about why we're getting away from Ethereum. So if you could, I got the wrong screen up.
We'll be right back.
We are back with the Howard Stern frame, and we are also back with the Sith Lord himself. Give it up for the Sith Lord. I don't have B2 turned on, so he can't hear stuff. So what were we talking about just today, Emery? We were talking about, believe it or not, we were talking about Solana, right? I'm a fan of Solana. All right, I got a T-shirt. You guys have seen it. I like Solana. I like Cardano. Cardano's hurting. Why is Cardano hurting so badly right now, Emery?
Well, they're not moving. That's as simple as it gets.
And it really is, man. It really is, dude. This is a quick space. This is what I've been trying to get across to our AMP people. That if you are quiet and not moving, you're not even standing still. You're moving backwards. And I give you Cardano. I think their tech is fantastic. All right. I do think I absolutely adore Cardano. I adore Solana. I like Tron. I like Secret Network. I like all of these things. I like alternative level ones. Huge fan. But Cardano, I don't get it, man. I don't get, why are they sitting still so much? I know you want to put out a good product. You want to be the first and finest, and I get that. But you guys are standing still right now. Solana is going whoosh, just like this. Secrets go, whoosh, and Cardano is just kind of sitting there, man. I was going to wear the ADA t-shirt tonight to be ironical, but I I didn't want to do it because then they'd say, why are you shilling this? So it was kind of a Kobayashi Maru for me there, Emery. Why aren't they moving, man? Look, you've got to have some insight in this, dude.
No, I wish I knew. I think that they're have really good tech, like you said, and they're really academic about it, which is interesting. And they have a lot of solid ground to walk on, but they're not moving. So I'm not sure what their holdup is. I haven't looked into them as much lately.
Okay, well, you know what? That's going to be your homework, dude. I want to say I own ADA. All right, I want to know what's happening to my money, dude. But you follow the level ones, so I don't have to. So this is where we're going to be on this one, dude. All right, so you've been spending a lot of time over on Solana, dude. What's fresh on Solana? Anything, or are they still churning along?
Solana's moving very, very quickly, and that's nice. If you're the kind of person who wants to see innovation on like a monthly or so basis, they're doing that. And one of the bigger things that I've looked into is, when we talked about GALA in the gaming space, where it's going to take me $150 just to start up the game.
That's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, Solana is not like that. I can buy like their initial they have like a space game out there where it's going to cost me less than $5 to start the game, which is something ideal. So
all right, is this something I should spend some time on, dude? I want to do game reviews. You know what? Blockchain game reviews, but they cannot be Ethereum games, dude. All right, we're gonna shoot ourselves. I get it. Look, and for everybody who's been following this channel, man, I cannot thank you enough for it, man. It warms my heart. But if you think we were small before, you're about to see us shrink to nothing when we stick solely with alt tech. That is the future. You don't know it yet. Everybody knows Ethereum. So everybody knows this. But it is the Titanic, man. The iceberg already hit. The iceberg hit with $150 goddamn gas fees. All right, that was the iceberg. Boom. It just hasn't sunk yet, but that water is pouring over and over the bulkheads. I know Ethereum 2.0 is going to save Emery, is Ethereum 2.0 going to save it?
I don't have high hopes. I really don't.
No? But
I don't have high hopes for it.
It seems like the entire DeFi is swirling around Ethereum 2.0. Ethereum 2.0, man. It's going to put everything right. Gas is going to go down to a nickel.
While they're waiting for Ethereum 2.0, the people have already moved on to cheaper options. So while you're still spending those high gas fees and hoping they'll go down, a lot of the population has already moved to other networks that already have low gas fees and are enjoying those networks.
And it's funny too, man, because I did that video on how to buy Secret. All right, we had a lot of trouble, man. There was a lot of trouble going through Bitmart and all that. It was a pain in the butt. It really was a pain in the ass. So we just set it up. The osmosis bridge came up. We can buy it now. So we bought it on Coinbase. I moved it to Kepler. I converted it on osmosis. I put it back, and boom, one step, man. The video's up if anybody hasn't seen it. That's how you buy Secret. I'm a big fan of Secret. I'm not going to mask that, dude. And if I'm going to shill it, fine, I'm shilling it. But I'm shilling it because I made that entire transaction. This is a move from wallet, a swap, and a back, and it cost me 14 cents. That was the entire gas fee to do all of this. If I would have done that on Ethereum, anything, it would have been $100 to $200 for me to do what I did for 14 damn cents. And from what you're telling me, Solana's cheaper.
Yeah, I made several transactions today. I minted a lot of NFTs myself. I even started up the Atlas game that's on there. The largest gas fee I paid today was 10 cents.
10 cents is what we're saying here, guys. Look, we do want investors, all right? You guys are investors. We're investors, all right? We're investors. So we've always promised that we were going to tell you guys what we're into. I got called out on the Discord. Why aren't you telling us everything? All right. Babe, I am telling you everything. My money is moving out of Ethereum, and it is moving into anything but. We are telling you right now, this is where we're putting our money because this is the future. And here's going to be the kicker in this. This is not hype. This is provable over and over and over that this happens every time. When there is a massive overturn, when the market turns on its head, the people that were way in front of it, there's no catching up to them after that. All right, there's no catching up. So you're going to get your Secret, your Solana, your Cardanos, all of these things, all of the entities that are built on these level 1s. When this transition happens, and you can bet it will happen, when it does, it's too late. All right? Now you are going to be holding out hope for people who haven't even started developing products to build on these alternate networks, on your Solanas, on your Cardanos, on your Secrets. That's how it works. That is just how it works, man. Ethereum's value right now is the fact that everybody's built on it, but it doesn't work. It is absolutely choked, throttled. Why do you think they got a Polygon? Why do you think you got a Scale? Why do you think they have all these level 2s? Because they need them. They can't function without them. And I'm sorry, man, but look, putting a patch over a leaky pipe doesn't mean that pipe's not broken. It just means that you're counting on the patch. That's what these things are. Where am I seeing this wrong, Emery? Don't let me dominate this whole segment. Where am I wrong here?
Yeah, so as you said, a lot of people build on Ethereum. One, because, well, people know it. When people think blockchain, they think ETH. And two, it's just really, really easy to build on. Everyone knows how to build on Ethereum. I mean, I don't really know Ethereum that well, but I could put out an application pretty easily. So that's why it's so clogged. And these gas fees, the computational power needed to just get through these clogs is what's making these gas fees so huge. When you can go to other networks that have the necessary type of validator and the proof of stake rather than the proof of work that Ethereum has that outdated tech on. It just makes things way easier. So it's just that it's not only proof of work, which takes a lot of computational power, which was why those gas fees are so high, but everyone knows how to build on Ethereum. You can build an application so very quickly, and it's so very easy, and it's so very visible to 99% of the world. Whereas the other chains, they're not small by any means. They're just not utilized.
Yeah, and that's kind of the funny thing, man. You know, if you went back 3 years ago, you know what? Let's say 5 years ago. If you went back 5 years ago and told people to buy Ethereum, people would say why. Why? Why do I need Ethereum? Nobody's using it. Why would I buy this? Nobody's using it. Why would I buy this? It's too far in the future. And, you know, it's one of those you want to say, look at it now. I'm not saying that you want to go and get into these level 1s because they're going to do what Ethereum does. We don't do that here. We absolutely do not do that here. I don't tell you how much it's going to go up, but I will tell you why I think it will. And the why I think it will, and again, this is your Solana, your Cardanos, your Secrets, your Tron. I like Tron. The reason that it will is because when this Ethereum house of cards breaks, and it's going to start taking these big players, GALA, it's going to be taking these big players, and when they are either building their own mainnet or just getting the hell off from Ethereum, this thing is going to start to fall apart. It absolutely will. Now, it'll probably go first. I mean, if I had to make a guess, I'd say all of these big Ethereum miners, man, they're going to move to where the money is. They're going to move to where they can be better utilized. They're going to move to where they don't have to run these things so hot and cost so much to keep them, you know, just to keep them functional. They're going to move over to some of these other level 1s that need validators. They're just going to start moving over that way. What's it going to do to the existing Ethereum? Well, these guys are pretty much unionized by now. They are literally unionized. They're not going to work for 15 cents when yesterday they could do the same job and get $15. They're just not going to. So I know this has got to be a consideration for somebody other than me. There is no way that I'm the only person who is talking about this. We already, you know, they've already been over it when they've been talking about Ethereum 2.0. They said, wow, they're going to have the miners are going to have a strike because they're not making as much. Great. They're going to have that same strike regardless of what Ethereum 2.0 does or doesn't do. I don't think it's the big savior. It's too late, man. Who's going to rewrite all this stuff? It's not a matter of that. This changes everything. Every single smart contract is going to, Emery, are they going to have to rewrite the smart contracts when Ethereum 2.0 comes out?
I would think so, because it's going to move from a proof of work to a proof of stake concept. And they're inherently different.
They are.
So and I like to liken Ethereum and other networks to just, it's the It's the use of oil versus say like renewable energy, whereas the oil industry is saturated, but it's very lucrative, but it's ultimately just not. It's not sustainable,
No,
and that's where ETH is right now. It's so expensive, but also lucrative for the people who do the mining and who do the proof of work on their nodes. Whereas other networks like Secret or Solana or anything else that does proof of stake, it's not going to be so electricity intensive. It's going to be carbon neutral or carbon negative even, and people are moving towards that because it's just so much more efficient. Maybe not as lucrative, but it's not going to wear down their hardware. It's not going to impact their electricity bill as much. It's just easier.
Well, and that's kind of the thing, man. Again, you're getting into my wheelhouse now. All right, this is power. This is racks. This is what I do. So, yeah, I'm very intimately familiar with this, and I could certainly speak intelligently on it. So, I understand that this is where it's going to go because it's going to be by necessity, man. So I just want to be in front of it. But again, for our podcast members, for the people who ask, where is my money going? Guys, this is where my money is going. Absolutely. All right. The days of now, don't get me wrong. I still like to swing trade. I still make my calls. I'm still going to milk this as long as I can. But this is just exchange swing trading. All right. I pay the exchange. I get in. I get out. I don't care. The IRS is tracking it. Emory takes care of that shit for me. So I don't really care about so much about that. And I will continue to swing trade. But my long money is not going into Ethereum tokens anymore. I've already told you that. I'm not putting any more money into AMP. I love it. Look, first love. I know everything about it. I know why it will go up. I know why it will go up. Let me be real clear on this one. All right. I don't throw darts at boards. I know why. They've asked me. I've told them. They said I'm full of crap, and they just don't listen to my channel anymore. Fine, babe. You do you. Knock yourself out. But I'm not putting my money in there anymore because I want to see explosive growth, and I'm willing to wait for it. But also with this explosive growth, and like when we were talking about Secret, you guys know I've been pushing this one. All right, I have been shilling it. They're not paying me to do it. I'm doing it because it's a good idea. I stake Secret huge, because I get 30% return on it. I want you to think about that. You can put up your long money, man, and that's great. Stake it. Emory, is it a good idea to stake?
Yeah, generally it is.
Because you make money for a product that you're not doing anything with. Why would you not stake? But Secret is giving me 30%, 30%. Now, I am almost suspicious of this, and I still am. We've had this conversation, Emory, have we not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it seems high. It seems really, really high. The coin is effectively stable, man. It is. I mean, there's some bounce to it, but it's not much. If you're getting in around $5-6, you're going to be all right. All right, it might fall to 4, it might go to 7, but it's going to stay in that range. You're going to be fine. But do you know why that's fine? Because you're getting 30% ROI on it. You are literally insulating yourselves from the dips. Who cares? Let it dip. You're not moving it anyway, but you are still collecting that 30%. And this is an infant network. All right? It is. I can't say. I'm not allowed to say it. I can't, man. I was going to say it can only go up, but I've never done that, man. I haven't. Let me say this. I see more upside in it than I see downside. And the fact that I can insulate myself to the tune of 30% makes me very, very comfortable putting my money in there. And that's where I'm putting it. Now, Osmo, if you go to the osmosis bridge and you see Osmo at, what is it, 127%?
Yeah, something like that. It's kind of ridiculous.
It is stupidly high. They're effectively losing money to use your money. Come on. Any reasonable, rational person.
You can do that when you have large amounts of liquidity. I mean, that's your staking percentage there is correlated to how much liquidity you have in your network.
Oh,
and
no. And I get it, man. And they're funded, dude. They are well funded, so I get it. But they're not going to sit there and just hemorrhage cash every month, man. It's going to stop. So, yeah, I don't have any on Osmo, but right now I think I might. Dude, I got 10 grand. All right, I could put 10 grand on that. It's not a big deal. I feel good about it. I love what they're doing. I think it's great. And to get 128% return on my 10 grand, babe, that's not even investing anymore, man. That is knowing you're going to win the slot machine. So, cha-ching. I did have a question. You're more familiar with that one, dude. When they, all of these are locked, 21 days. Once we put them in, they're locked. Can they move the staking interest on the fly, or are they going to give us 21 days before they move it? Are they going to announce that they're lowering it?
The staking interest isn't. It's not really something that's voted. It's a computation that they decide on. So a staking percentage is not necessarily guaranteed because it's calculated, not voted in. Yeah, the staking percentage could move a couple points here and there every day. I mean, secrets moved up and down the last week, up or down a point or two, but it hasn't been substantial.
Yeah. And I'm fine with a point or two, man, because I think it's a gift anyway. Bell, do me a favor. Go to Flexa and look up the staking percentage on Spend, Gemini, and Lightning. Tell me what that percentage is. The staking reward percentage, because I'm trying to illustrate a point here. Yeah, so that I'm just saying, look, guys, this is what we're doing, man, and I am slowly, incrementally getting my money out of Ethereum, and I'm putting my money very soon. I mean, I'm getting ahead of it. That's what I want to do, because by the time the land, when the stampede happens, if you're in it, it's too late. All right, you missed it. So after, and it's fine. They're still going to appreciate. They'll go up in value, more use case, more people, more visibility. They're gonna still creep up incrementally. But the folks who were in there early, who saw it early, who got in at like basically what we're telling you, they're going to be fine, man. All right, they're going to be fine. And they're going to take care of business. But the kicker with getting into these new level ones and stuff like that is that you have to change your mindset. All right. It is not day trading. It's not swing trading. It's not hold the bag and hope it goes up. All right. It doesn't work like that. That's 2019. All right. That's 2018, 2019 thinking. These things are designed right now to basically pay you to get you involved in what they are doing on these networks. Secret is a real good example. Solana is a real good example. Cosmos, excellent example. They are paying you to get you to come to their network. They are incentivizing you to come down here and say, hey, look what we are doing here. So as far as making those trades like that, man, look, it's fun. I like to do it. I do like to swing trade, and I like to make my money, man. But it's more or less now just to make sure that I still can. It's not because I even want to do it. Somebody was on the Discord about their heart attacks, and they're going to die. Who was that? Was that New Creature? Anybody? Nobody knows. I'm the only one who reads Discord. You guys both suck tonight. You know that? What is it, Monday? After a holiday? Come on, pick it up, or I'm going to sit here and carry this whole damn thing. I think it was New Creature. He was talking about he's having a heart attack. It's so much it is, man. Look, I disclosed this. My conscience is clear. I said flat out, this is the hardest way you were ever going to go to make an easy living, man. Every single decision is either the best one or the worst one that you're going to do. You have got to harden your heart if you were going to be a swing trader. It could be amazingly profitable, but I promise you, you're going to get white hair. You're going to get indigestion, man. You're going to be living on Tums and, drinking very soft foods because you've been gritting your teeth so much so they hurt. He's not acknowledging me because he doesn't really swing trade, so he doesn't understand the stress. But for myself, old man, what's his name? Archaic, all the guys that swing trade on the Discord, dude, it's a self-help group for us. That's what that Discord is, man. It's so we can all come down there and commiserate. Fuck, we missed it, dude. Oh, I lost so much money. I don't really post those. I don't talk about those big misses, but dude, I do it too. All right, you can be 100% certain, but sometimes the market doesn't do what it was supposed to do. And I get fleeced the same as everybody else. The problem is that when it happens to me, dude, whatever you're trading, add a couple zeros because that's what I'm doing. So when I get fleeced, oh, daddy, man, it's like, oh, God, I just lost a small car that just drove away in 15 seconds because I misjudged. So what I'm saying is that it does happen to everybody, man, but it's a road. So.
All right. So in answer to your question from earlier about these staking percentages for AMP.
Yeah.
Yeah. Through Flexa capacity itself, 2.31%, through Spend, 3.12%, and through Lightning, 5.47%.
There you go, man. So you can get 5.47% with your AMP. Now, look, guys, if you are a long-term holder of AMP, I want you to do two things. One, do the math, because getting that money off and on is going to cost you money. It's going to cost you Ethereum. You have to get it from Lightning. Let's say you're on Lightning. You have to get it from Lightning to your MetaMask. That could be $50, $60, $70. You have to get it from your MetaMask back onto exchange. $50, $60, $70. All right. You have to consider these numbers when you are doing this. I know the number is like 100 grand. You shouldn't stake if it's anything less than about 100,000 AMP. I think that number's low, man. It's going to take you too long to recover it because you haven't considered getting it back. All right. So you got to pull it one way, pull it another way, and you got to do it twice. So wherever that number is, I think you should double it. I don't think you should be staking less than about 175,000 AMP to even reasonably get back your money. It's just not worth it, man. It is just not worth it in that amount of time. So that's exactly why I went to Secret, man. I got that thing onto Secret, 30%. It cost me about 50 cents to do it. 50 cents. Now, yeah, I don't know. You know what? Let me stay out of it, man. You do you, bro. All right? And toot. You do you, bro. It's your money, man. It is your business. So, guys, look, I hope you enjoyed this conversation, and we're going to be continuing back on this. Do we have any questions, Belle, or am I just, me and Emery, just going to carry on for another 20 minutes?
We do actually have a few questions. Plus, Toot actually had some interesting insight into what's going on with Cardano.
Excellent, excellent. I want to hear that, but we got to take a break because I have to hit my cigarette and drink my apple juice. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you could, we'll
be right back.
Trivia questions to think about.
All right. Well, we're back live. Why don't we start? Okay. What are we going to give away, though?
I mean, I have Secret. I have all kinds of stuff.
What would you like to give away, Emery? How about that?
I would give away Buttcoin, but I think I'm gonna wait for that.
Did he give you some Buttcoin? He said.
I bought some a long time ago. I don't need it right now, but I'll just give away some Secret. Okay. Well, you know what? We're gonna come right back to that. Belle, questions. What do we got?
All right. So first, I'm gonna throw out Toot's comments regarding Cardano.
Yeah.
And yeah, her insight is Cardano is shaken from the inside a bit in the wake of the Sunday swap voting. And the community is having some very real conversations about decentralization and what that means for staking pools. So that's apparently why it's not moving.
Man, that's a thing, dude. That is absolutely a thing. I should go put on the ADA t-shirt just so I can say, I stand with you. I'm with you. And then we get the round of applause. Yay! Scott's an ADA guy. You guys know I own ADA. You know I own Solana. You know I own Secret. You know I own Tron. It's on the board. I talk about it. Oh, and for all the jagoffs who say that I get paid to put those things over on my board, these are what I'm invested in. These are what I am invested in. I promised you, and I told you since day one, this is where my money is. You ask me, and I'm showing you. They don't pay me to talk about them. Do you think me, with 35 people on this stream right now, is going to sell a lot of fetch? Oh, my God, Scott's in fetch. We all better just climb it. You think I can affect the price? People are they're so jaded anymore, man. It's almost not fun doing this. That's not true, though. I have a wonderful time doing this. Belle, please carry on.
All right, so Sean Gray with the second question of the night. Do you guys shy away from Oasis Protocol Rose token? I feel like privacy is so important for the future of blockchain, and that both Rose and secret level ones have room for success.
You know what? I'm going to give my thoughts, and then we'll let Emery take his. You just heard me talk about it in my monologue, babe. I am a huge fan of competition. You heard me talk about it with the sayin, the storage. I'm a huge fan of competition. I love competition. Competition drives innovation. It always has. It always has. So, yeah, I think there's space. I think there's room in the market for both of them, but I'll let Emery take it because I know he's more familiar with Oasis. Go ahead, Emery.
Yeah. So what's interesting about Oasis is that it was actually it basically more or less copied secret JavaScript. So I wouldn't call it competition so much. It is
as a vulture.
Yeah. So I mean, I personally don't invest in Rose, but that's not because I don't think it's a good product. It's just because I don't see them going anywhere that secret can't go or hasn't already done. So I feel it redundant.
I'll tell you what, man. Here's a special request from Scott, man. You got two of them. One, I want to talk to the Secret Hero guys, but I would love to get one of the Rose PR people, one of the Oasis PR people on the show. Because, we already had Eric, so we know where we're at on this. I want to hear what they have to say, man. I don't want to just, this is the winner. He said it first. I want to hear both sides of the story. I would love to. So if Bell or anybody can make that happen, I promise you that'll be a good, fun interview. Bell, carry on, please.
All right. So Comedic Delighteth, opinions on Algorand.
Blue chip. Hands down blue chip, man. You're never going to hear me. I'm not going to bash it, but it's going to fall into the same category that I've been discussing with anything that's an Ethereum-based crypto, is that I'm just getting away from it. So pipe patches and Band-Aids, I like Algorand. All right, I do. I love what they're doing. I love the space. But again, man, it's polishing the brass on the Titanic, and I'm trying to get way out ahead of any of it, man. I don't want to be. I'm going to be in the first lifeboat, sailing away, wishing you guys, wishing you all the best. I hope you can save the ship, man. But I don't want to be anywhere near it. Emery, what do you think on that one, Algorand?
I actually don't invest in Algorand. So.
There you go, man. So take that for what it's worth. Then look, we are not the voice of authority. We're an opinion editorial channel, and you just heard both of our opinions. So please take that for what it's worth. Bell, please carry on.
All right, Toot with a question. Scott, if you put in 10,000 stake to Osmo, how long would it take to double the money? It doesn't seem realistic.
Well, it's a year. It'll take you a year. So take whatever you're going to put in, multiply it times, help me out with the math here, Emery. Multiply it times 128%. So if you're putting in $10,000, your total return on that is going to be $12,800. Divide that by 12. That's what you're getting a month. Is that right? I mean, this is as basic as they get.
Approximately. And remember that there are commissions taken off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If your stake with someone 5% commission, that's going to be -5 on your APY. But let's just pretend it's 0% commission. Then yeah, I mean just take a simple example. If it were 100%, if you get 100% APY and you put $10,000 in on January 1, you will double in a year, January 1 next year.
There it is. And again, I agree. I think it's unreasonable. And I am being real clear here that, and you hear me asking the questions. All right. When's it going to change? How bad is this going to bang me when it's locked up? How about this? Emery, as my tax guy, as my economist, would it be in my interest to take out a personal loan of $50,000 at 14%? Buy secret with it and put it in because my rate of return on the secret will be 30%. Would it be in my interest to do this? Yeah, you got to answer, man.
Can you afford that big of a loan is the question, I suppose.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm 820 credit. I can get a loan for anything. It doesn't matter. My credit is perfect. So I'm saying, is it in my interest to do this? And I see you smiling because I know what's going through your head. Dear God, don't do that. I want to know
I think there are better investments than
no,
Secret would put that
I
much
want to
money in,
know.
but yes, it's a good
I want
idea.
to know if mathematically it would be advantageous of me to do that. Because let's assume that the loan payment a month is going to be $900. We're going to assume that at the 30% of $50,000 staked, I'm going to be making about $1,900 a month on that. I'm sorry, about $1,700 a month on that. So I will literally be making $800 a month profit after paying off the loan. So how is this a bad thing?
I mean, if
by the
your
way,
APY is still solid, then why not?
That assumes a 30% APY for the life of the loan at 7 years. So yeah. Okay. By the way, let me be clear. Don't do that. All right.
No,
Absolutely do not do that, man. This is financial advice. Dear God, don't do that. All right. You could, but there's no way that ends up well. There's no way that thing's going to hold 30% for 7 years, man. There's just no way. Crypto moves so fast. Secret could explode. They could be well staked, and that thing's going to drop to 4%, and you are now what's called bagged. All right, you have a big problem. So it's a different conversation you're having with Emery Esquire at that time, saying, "How do I, file bankruptcy? Because there's no way I can maintain this." Bell, please carry on.
All right, so next one from Steve Onasil. Thoughts on VVS Token?
We keep getting asked about this one. I don't have a lot of insight on that one. Emery, you got any insight?
VTS?
VVS. Victor.
Oh,
Victor
VVS. The financial for Crow Network.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's neat. I invested a little bit in it. I think that it being a part of Crow Network, and if you don't know, Crow is basically trying to become more of a not quite a traditional bank, but a bank that you're more used to. So something that'll actually think about a decentralized organization that will give you a mortgage or will give you home insurance and stuff like that. And VVS is the beginning of that. So I think it could be interesting. I put some money in it.
All right, there you go. Bell, please carry on.
Barry Jackson. This one makes my little cold dead heart, all warm and fuzzy. Can I just say thank you for not having ads in your videos? Thank you with 4 exclamation points after it.
Are we not monetized? This is a monetized channel, man. So if you're not getting ads, if you're, are you on YouTube Premium? Because if you're YouTube Premium, you don't get ads. But I think we are monetized. I have no idea what the ads are. I don't.
Well, I think he's talking right smack in the middle of the video. Like we go for 20 minutes and there's an ad that pops up. Our channel doesn't do that.
Oh, no, man. That ain't our thing, dude. We, you know what? We, the bulk of our income from YouTube is from members. It's from, we do have a member section. That's where, honestly, man, that's where most of the best information goes up. They support the channel. We support them. That's kind of how it works. We do the public streams. This is mostly my own personal hubris because I like to talk. I like to get out in front. I like to interact. And I did look at the comments for a second. I never do that. And I see what you're saying, babe. All right, I get it. It's Ethereum. And, I make it real clear here, man. I am pulling away from Ethereum. I just don't want it. I don't want to deal with the headaches. I don't want to have to use a level 2 because Ethereum is so choked and so clogged. And it's not something that I want to keep my money in long term. It's me thing, man. I'm not advising you. I don't give financial advice. Look, what is the sign? This is, you can't see it, but that's a dollar sign. I see why. Because with the when I hit my terrible little this is not financial advice, the Zoom is covering up the knot. So I have to change that up because it looks like I'm saying this is financial advice. I don't give financial advice, man. Look, you do you. All right. I tell you what I'm doing. And I'm not judging what you do. Whatever makes you happy, whatever, you can sleep comfortably. You like your decisions. Great, man. Great for you. I don't do that. That's not a me thing, man. So I tell you what I'm doing, and this is what I'm doing. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But it doesn't affect anybody else but me. So that's exactly why I do it. I'm not going to cover your losses. I'm not going to cover your losses. And if I'm right, you're not going to give me part of your gains. So there's no interest for me to do that. It just isn't, man. But this is what I am doing. That's all I'm trying to do. That's the only thing I'm trying to get across. Belle, please carry on.
Jim Wallace, is the staking revenue guaranteed from Secret?
Well, Emery and I have been having this conversation because, again, you guys hear, I'm sure you hear in my voice every time I say 30%. I mean 30% right this second. Now, is it guaranteed right this second? Absolutely. That's where it is. But it is an algorithm, and that number can change. Now, when you put your money on Secret, it doesn't come for free, all right? You're locking your tokens for 21 days. If you want to pull them out, it's going to take 21 days for you to do it. You are still accumulating the interest while it's sitting there, but it's going to take you 21 days to get it off. So if that number goes from 30 to 3, you're stuck for 3 weeks. Emery, where am I wrong here?
Yeah, that's correct. And remember that there is commission that a node will take 5%, 10% maybe of that APY. So if you're staking on a node with 5% commission, that means your actual APY is 25%.
Hang on, I'll tell you my nodes right this second. 1 second. So I'm going to stake. It's pulling up the thing. So if you want to stake with Citadel 1, which has 10,696,000. That's the big dog, by the way, man. They're going to take 5%. If you scroll right down to the 0% fee to 2023, that has 5 million secret on it, they take 0. There is no commission. I'm not sure what they're up to on that one, though, man.
People with commissions on their nodes typically have a much more complicated setup. There's much less likely downtime. And nodes are punished for any kind of downtime that they're on. It's called slashing.
Yep.
It may incur a 0.1% reduction in your staking. And also due to computational errors, they might accidentally double sign a block, which is a hefty 5% slash.
Oh yeah,
for that moment. So
you don't want to do that.
There are risks and rewards for staking. It just depends on what you feel is comfortable. So I personally like to stake with nodes a little bit of commission. That means they probably have a really good setup, and they're basically getting compensated for whatever the cost of that rig was.
Yeah. So if you go all the way down to the bottom, and why are there 62 validators now? There were only 60.
Because there was a vote to extend the validator network from 50 to 70, and that was needed because, well, there's a lot of congestion on Secret Network now. Just through the bridge, people started taking notice that it was something really cool and very awesome. And we just needed more validators to help with the congestion in the network. So
yeah, because I'm looking at Consensus One and Horseshoe Capital, and those are brand new. How come the Podocasts is not up there? All right, I'm ready to go.
For a node yet.
Dude, this is your job, Emery. Come on, I said I got the hardware. The racks are set. The UPS is in place. We're ready to go. I said you write it and let's put it up because, dude, that if you want to make money in casino, own the casino. So I want to make money in crypto. I want to own the crypto. So that's a good way to do it. But yeah, if you go down to the bottom when you're staking, man, look, I see 1%, I see 2%, I see 0%. All right, look, there's plenty of ways. If you want to capitalize, there's plenty of ways to do it. Nobody on here is unreasonable. So yeah, there you go. Next question, please, Belle.
That was actually the last question for the moment.
Isn't that great? Because that took us right to 8 o'clock, man. Almost like we're getting better at this. I hope everybody had a really, really good time tonight. Emery, you get 30 seconds. I'll take 30 seconds, and then Belle will talk us out. So, Emery, go.
Yeah, sure. Actually had a trivia question for some secret.
That's right. I'm sorry. We're going to give away secret, and we're going to give away Ultra Mail. So we got 2 keys. Let's give away 2 Ultra Mail keys tonight. So that's you and Belle. I'm going on mute. You guys have fun.
Okay, for one Ultra Mail key, then I suppose we got 2 Ultra Mail keys, Belle.
Oh, yes, we do.
Okay, well, let's just do ultra keys tonight then. Okay, so Ethereum network all have wallets with the same hexadecimal design to them. And if anyone can tell me the first two characters of all ETH wallet addresses, will get an ultra mail account.
And Scott, come on.
Scott got it. Can no one answer? It's got to be someone out there.
Not yet, not yet. We're still waiting on the answers to roll in.
Maybe we need to do some. Okay, yeah. So last question is, besides Ethereum, I was gonna do $1 per naming sequence, but we can just do one ultimate key instead.
All right.
So,
Aaron Hopkins actually just chimed in and was the first person to answer with 0x.
awesome. Ultimate key to that guy. I was going to say, if you can name 5 networks that aren't Ethereum, you should get an ultimate key. You people know them? Anything that's not ETH, 5 networks.
If you guys can't get 5 networks based on the conversation that me and Emery have been having, all right, shame on you. You got to know this stuff, man. And if you don't, I'm going to be telling you about it more and more and more, because my money is going over there. You keep asking, where am I doing with my money? That's what I'm doing with my money. Wow. They're coming in. I'm going to go on mute again because I want to see if I can.
All right. So for those of you who are answering one at a time, we need 5. Looks like Ryan is also known as MJ, Solano, Algo, Secret, Rose, and Adam.
You got it. Those are good ones.
You got it.
And you know what? I'm a little bit upset. I'm a little bit upset with the podcasters, because none of you said Polygon. You know they're a mainnet now, right? We've been having this discussion for months and months. But for Ryan, there you go. Polymath, you know what? For Ramled, I'm making a judgment call right now, Bell, and he gets, Ramled, give him an ultra mail key. I'll pay for this one. Because thank you for putting Polymath on there. We've been having this discussion for months and months and months, and nobody mentioned Polymath. I was a little bit out on that one.
Actually, MJ is just chiming in saying he already has an ultra mail. So MJ, if you
mighty big of you, man, and you saved me $25. So thank you. All right, guys, look, man, I had a ball on this one. Something tells me I'm going to be going live more this week. There's so much happening. We can't. I can't put it all out to you. But I got so much going on right now, and there's just a lot I want to say. So we will probably be kicking this thing off. I don't mind playing the small rooms if I can get the information out, because I know most of you guys watch this. Most of our guys watch it as a replay. So we want to give you something to help get you through the gym or whatever the hell it is. So we're going to be doing more and more of these. But Bell, we are all done tonight, and my connection for some reason is getting a little bit funky. So why don't you please take 30 seconds, talk us up, talk us out, and you know what? We're going to see you guys next time. I'm going on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, all 45 of you that dropped in and to watch us tonight, we do thank each and every one of you. We couldn't do this without you. You're the reason we do this. You guys always ask fantastic questions. You give us more to think about and more to talk about. Again, without this, we wouldn't be here. Now, with that being said, we are going to be back on our normally scheduled time at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Thursday, and again on Saturday also at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. For those of you who are having trouble signing up as members of our YouTube channel, definitely drop me an email at bella@thepodcasts.com. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, you can email either Scott and I, and our email addresses are at the bottom of the splash screen. Again, we thank each and every one of you. We couldn't do this without you, and we will see you next time.
We are dropping new videos and podcasts every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And be sure to look for us on Instagram, Twitter, and Parler at ThePodocasts. Also, visit our page at ThePodocasts.com, all one word, for all of our most current content.